What's up guys, it's Wesley, and today we have a brand new bowling ball video for you guys. Well, Bradley can't really speak without a mask, he has to leave it on, so I'm going to take it off just for the talking purposes.
You guys can still hear me pretty fine.
But today we're going to review Moto's brand new EJ bowling ball. It's actually called the VIP, and it's probably one of the most beautiful bowling balls I've ever seen.
It is cool looking.
Yeah, but before we review the bowling ball, we have a special video for you guys. We have EJ, the man himself, talking about the design of his very own bowling ball. Here's the footage of it.
So I'm super excited about this. We have the man himself, 13-time titleist, 2 major tours, multiple stints on Team USA. He's going to talk about his very own bowling ball. We have EJ here.
Hey, Wesley. How you doing, buddy?
Hi, EJ. Good, man. How about yourself?
I'm great.
This isn't a podcast, but I do have a question for you before we tell people about your amazing bowling ball.
Okay.
Do you remember the very first time we met?
I'm going to assume it was probably Junior Gold.
Okay. Yeah, it
but
was.
I have no idea which year it was. Was it Vegas?
Yes,
Okay.
it was.
Yeah, because my dad talks about how much he didn't like you. He was in the pro shop and you walked in and walked to the guy and got some stuff done and went back out. And Dad was like, "What the hell is this?" Times have changed. And
Just a little.
Dad doesn't think that of you anymore.
Thank goodness. Father Tackett's approval. Backstory. I was 5 foot tall, 80 pounds, and whatever.
Not much has changed.
No, not much. Maybe a couple inches and 10 pounds more. We just got done bowling Junior Gold, the top 16, and they have the awards ceremony, right? And you and I were sitting next to each other, and I only knew you through killing it at team trials. So I'm sitting next to you. They're announcing Team USA, and I look to my right, and I'm like, "Mr. Tackett, sir," probably something like that. "Why did you not get picked for Team USA?" And you looked at me and you said, "Buddy, it's because I stunk this week."
Well, that happened.
And then 10 years later, you have your own bowling ball, you're Hall of Fame eligible, and you're just absolutely amazing bowler. So I'm glad that 10 years later we could do something like this.
Yeah, me too.
But so basically me and Bradley are doing a ball review. Explain the EJ ball, the EJ VIP. What went through your head when creating this ball, designing it, the color? We're talking about the color. It's absolutely beautiful. And why it's a good ball for a lot of people.
You know, the reason behind the ball, we were trying to find something that we didn't currently have at the time. So we started testing this ball almost a year ago. Yeah, it was last fall sometime, I think. And we went through a couple of different color schemes. Originally, I wanted the ball to be black and white because I thought it was going to be really, really cool. Some older bowling balls from another brand had some balls that looked like this, and I thought they were really cool when they were out 15 years ago. And I was like, man, it'd be cool to make a ball like that. And we just couldn't get the colors to roll right. And that's one of the things that, a lot of people don't really realize is that the color of the bowling ball is just as important as the chemistry of the cover and the core. And marrying those two things and then getting the colors right, it's a process. I mean, we went through, 3 or 4 batches of balls.
That's a lot.
To get to the right thing and what I wanted to see. And obviously Brett does a lot of the testing for the balls, majority of it. And I do help him now. He's back in Indiana, lives an hour away. We do a lot of the ball testing together now. You know, we went through a lot of stuff and then we just couldn't get the black and white to do what we wanted. So they basically just threw a couple colors together and I think I was gone bowling somewhere and Brett was doing some testing with it, the blue and the pinkish red color. And he said, "Hey, this is way better. Go ahead and throw it. See what you think." I'm like, "Oh yeah, this is good." And then I had a ball with no labels on it when we were at the World Series, and I threw it in practice a couple of times just to see what it did on the tour pattern. And it did what I thought it should do, where it was getting down lane and hooking, but still picking up the mid lane pretty good, which is exactly what I want to see as I'm moving left with a bowling ball like that. So yeah, that's why we went with an Octane core. It's a ball that I've used a lot over the years, and I just like the way it's shaped as the lanes burned up. We just needed to put some new cover technology on it. The covers have changed a lot in the last 5 years from when the Octane originally came out. I think it was 2014. So just getting that new technology on that core was awesome, and then going through the process as well as fine tuning it and getting it to what I wanted to see. And then the way they did the labels on the ball, almost has the American flag colors on it. It's really cool. Just everything came together and the ball turned out looking as good as it did.
Looks beautiful. It rolls great. So why the Octane core? Did you win a lot of titles with that ball, or?
It's just one of those balls that I still used a lot, even when we were in Detroit for the World Series last year. Obviously that building hooks a ton, and I use that ball a lot there on several different patterns just because the building hooks so much. Okay, so this core rolls good on high friction, so let's just put some new cover technology on it and go from there and update what I'm trying to use that ball for with new cover technology. That was the whole idea behind using that core. It's been one of my favorite cores over the course of time. Bringing it back in the line because it hasn't been in the line since the last Octane, I think 3 years ago. Getting back in the line was really cool and kind of important to me just to have the new technology on that core.
I've never thrown it, so this is my first time getting a chance to throw that core. I think it's absolutely great. So, hey, good call, man. You're a smart guy. You should get recognized for that a couple more times.
Every now and then I have my moment.
Yeah, nice. Well, do you got anything you want to promote? Where can people find this ball? Where can they buy it? Where they follow you on social media?
Well, I'm on all the social medias. I got the old Instagrams, the Twitters, the Facebook. I got a fan page on Facebook, EJT300 on Twitter and Instagram. And as far as the ball goes, I think the time we're doing this little interview here, there are very few left. Limited edition ball. They only ran an X number amount, and I think the majority of them were pre-ordered and bought even before release date. That was on October 14th. You'd be hard pressed to find one now. I'm pretty sure that in the future there may or may not be another EJ ball.
Hey, I like this little Easter egg. So I never heard that. Make sure someone will find it. Anybody who sees this video, they're going to be able to find the ball somehow, and they're going to enjoy your bowling ball just like Briley and I. Thanks for coming on, EJ. I appreciate your time. I'll see you in a couple of months somewhere. We'll be bowling. You'll kick my teeth in again as usual. I'll enjoy your presence and just bow down to you the whole time.
Thanks, buddy. I really appreciate it.
All right, man. Have a good day.
You
Bye.
too.
Well, that was some very insightful information from EJ. I want to thank him for taking his time to tell all of you guys about his brand new bowling ball. I'm very jealous of EJ for that bowling ball, but you know what? He deserves it. He is a very freaking good bowler.
Yeah, when do you get one of those?
Never? I don't know. Maybe if
Probably a good answer.
Maybe if I get as good as EJ. All right, so we're going to throw some shots. Let's give you guys some insight of the bowling ball because we've had it for a while and we've gotten to throw it. So I'll go first. For me, myself, I don't necessarily throw pearl bowling balls. I don't like them. It's not that I don't like them. They're much better when they're drier or it's like your typical house shot. When we're on sports shots, I can't necessarily throw these pearl type bowling balls. But there was a time where I bowled a tournament here in Wichita called the Swiss Trios, and I threw this bowling ball maybe game 3 or 4, and I actually shot 300 out of it. So that ball is actually pretty cool because I got to shoot 300 with EJ's very own bowling ball. Riley, what do you think of it?
Yeah, I've had it for a while too, and I mean, this ball's something special. Not only does it look really cool, but it rolls awesome too. I think the one thing I like about it is I throw a lot of pearl balls, and what happens a lot, they tend to miss the mid lane a little bit, and this one never misses the mid lane. Picks up in that right spot every time and still goes sideways down the lane.
Oh, that is true. I kind of did forget to say that. That's why I don't like the pearl bowling balls. They go too sideways for me, so I never get to really throw them, but this one does pick up in the mid lane, which is why I could throw it games 3 or 4. So that is actually a very true statement. This ball is actually something special. So we're going to compare this ball as well to the Supra, which is a little lower end bowling ball from Motiv. It goes a little longer and it hooks a little more down lane compared to the EJ ball. But let's show you guys what these things do. guys, so this is our halftime review of the bowling ball. We're probably bowling on a little bit longer of a pattern. Coach L, our coach here at Wichita State, or his coach now, usually is pretty mean about it, doesn't tell us the patterns, and usually puts something impossible. We're going to go with the assumption that they're longer. So for myself, this EJ ball, not so conducive. As you can see, some of the balls went a little too long, but the ones that hit the pocket, absolutely perfect. For myself though, I probably would put a little bit more surface on the bowling ball to get it to pick up a little sooner and not leave that 3-7 combination. But you know, this is just something to give you guys a review on. Briley, what is your opinion? You struck a lot, which is absolutely unreal.
Yeah, I don't know what we're bowling on, but this EJ ball is making it look crazy. I did all of our shots for the video in one take, all in a row.
Take. Nine shots in a row. I'm gonna burden you guys with a couple extra shots that he has, only because he literally didn't miss for like 10 shots.
Yeah, it was great.
Anything else to say?
No, it does exactly what I expected it to do.
All right, well, we're going to throw that and the super now. We're going to show you guys what that does and give you guys some closing statements. So I'm sure you guys watched the Super and the EJ ball. For myself, I tried playing the same part of the lane with the bowling ball, and it actually overhooked. The Super is a little too clean, and it's a little more hockey stick motion compared to the other bowling balls. So then I moved right a couple boards, and then it went too long. I found my happy medium going a little bit slower, but I was still a little further right than the EJ ball was. Briley, what was your take on Super compared to the EJ ball?
Yeah, I really liked the transition between the two. So the EJ ball started picking up in the middle of the lane just a little bit too much for me. It would either miss it down the lane or it'd overhook. And once I switched to that Super, it was just clean through the fronts and made the right shape down the lane.
Yeah, and for myself, whenever I'm bowling tournaments, I think the perfect combination, and you've seen it a couple of times, is actually Jackal Flash. When that one starts to hook a little too early, I go to my EJ ball, and when I really need a ball that gets clean and going farther down the lane, I go to that Super, which is actually a surprise how well those three work together for myself.
Absolutely.
And you've seen the Jackal, you threw it in the last video, you told the people how it works. It's literally a combination that would be perfect for you guys on the right side.
Great 3-ball arsenal just down the line.
So, I want to say thank you guys for watching. You got anything else to say?
No.
All
Go
right.
on and get it.
Thank you, Briley, for showing up and doing the video with me. If you guys haven't already, like and subscribe to this channel. Comment down below if there's anything you guys like to see next. I'll see you guys another time.
Peace, guys.
Nope.